Cinco de Mayo. And if you're celebrating today, we just want to make sure you do it in a culturally appropriate way. And the latest PC lunacy on college campuses, a Mexican student group at Brown University, has put out a how to celebrate Cinco de Mayo guide. Here's the no-no list for you. No wearing sombreros, no fake mustaches, no eating at Chipotle. Come on! Because you know what? None of that is really authentic Mexican, and Chipotle is not an authentic Mexican business. The PC police say instead you should read a classic Mexican novel, hold your friends accountable, and eat at only authentic Mexican businesses. Remember, again, Chipotle doesn't count. Here's her take on all of this. Louise Mensch from Heat Street, the brand new news, opinion, and commentary website brought to you from News Corp. Louise, good to see you again.
Good to see you.
I mean, come on, what's it coming to? They're taking the fun out of everything.
Isn't this completely crazy? Where are they going to find something that's authentically Mexican at Brown University? When did a couple of sombreros ever hurt anybody? I feel sorry for the Mexican, Hispanic students at that school who aren't part of this group because they're just making their culture seem like fun sponges. You know, if it's fun, let's not do it.
And it makes people very uncomfortable because then you get to the point where you're like, gosh, you know, can I go out and have a margarita on Cinco de Mayo? Maybe not. Maybe if it's not an authentic Mexican place run by Mexican immigrants, I can't eat there. I mean, it's nuts.
Well, I know that when I like to party, there is nothing I like to do more than to read a high-quality piece of Mexican literature. That sounds like a barrel of laughs. You know, my view of the Hispanic Americans that I've met is that they know how to have fun, that they are a happy and relaxed people, and that in general they do not care about it. So, you know, let's not blame all Hispanic Americans for a couple of campus crazies.
Yeah, very true. But there are a lot of campus crazies out there these days. Louise, I want to turn to another story that's very much in the news today. You're a former member of the British Parliament, so I would like to get your take on the mayoral election that's happening in London right now. It looks like for the first time, someone who is Muslim will be elected to head a major international Western city. What do you think of this race, and what do you think of Sadiq Khan?
Well, I mean, he is Labour, obviously, that's like the Democrats. The problem for most Londoners, and I think most Americans will really be shocked to learn, is not so much that he's a Muslim, but that he chose to be a legal consultant to one of the 9/11 hijackers. This guy chose to, yes ma'am. And video has come out of him calling moderate Muslims, you know, he is a Muslim himself, calling moderate Muslims Uncle Toms. If you are a moderate Muslim, if you cooperate with the government, he said, we can't just talk to these Uncle Toms. That is, you know, pure racism. And we've gone from Boris Johnson, the former mayor conservative, he is American-born. We've gone from an American-born mayor of London, Britain's greatest city, to a guy that chose to rep a 9/11 bomber. This will be terrible for the special relationship.
I mean, you think about the challenges that Europe's having right now. We've reported on them a lot. You've been part of that reporting on Germany and the integration issues with these migrants, Muslim migrants, and it's resulted in women being raped, children being raped. The UK has similar problems. Do you worry at all because of his empathy, sympathy with Islamic extremism, which I can only assume if he's willing to represent one of these terror attackers, is that going to further create challenges there?
I think it's a huge problem. If we're looking at trying to get communities to integrate, now you have the mayor of London calling Muslims that have chosen to integrate and play a full part in British life, loyal citizens, he's calling them Uncle Toms. This is the guy that's now the mayor of London. You have to ask, have Labour...
You say now, you think he's going to get elected?
Well, to correct myself, polls close at 5 p.m. Eastern. He is the overwhelming favourite. Hopefully London will see sense. I got to tell you, it does not look good.
Good thing you live in the U.S. now. Louise, thank you so much.